students. Today we will see the zoonotic disease like a teniasis. So this is one of the important condition in the rickettsial diseases. So in this introduction, we will going to discuss about the taxonomy, habits of the tapeworm, and epidemiology, morphology, life cycle, sign and symptom, health implications, diagnostic test, treatment, and parasitic control measures, conclusion and recommendations. So in this introduction, if you are seeing, this is one of the endemic disease, and mainly it is one of the public health problem of the community worldwide, and the teniasis mainly affect the intestine, small intestine of the human beings, and there it may be make the injury, and it may be hold the intestine, there it may be do the multiplication, then it may discharge through the defecation. So which is the main causative organism of this teniasis? Spreading from one person to another and animal to human being means the Taenia solium and Taenia saginata. This is the most important causative agents to spread the disease. Next thing, taxonomy. This is the family of the Taenia tapeworm. So Taenidae and Taenia is the genus, and the species is the Taenia saginata and Taenia solium. And habits, mainly it may be stay in the small intestine of the host, and larva stage may be present intermediate to the host tissue. So there only larva stage it may be multiply, and it may be come outside through the defecation. And next thing, how we can be estimate this infection or disease having the human being means through the stool examination. So in this tool, what we will be find out means eggs of the tapeworm we can be find out. And next one, epidemiology. So this is the common condition worldwide they are affecting, and poor hygiene who are having open field defecation, who are having lack of environmental sanitation, and where the pig, these are all type of animals were roaming more. So these are all the areas mostly will be affected by this disease. So this is the structure of the tapeworm of this Taenia solium and Taenia saginata. Next one, the length 3 to 10 centimeters up to 25 meters also it may be present. That is the Taenia saginata, and Taenia solium is the 2 to 5 up to the 7 meters it may be present. And next one, suckers. So hooks we have to find out. No, they under the hooks we can be see the suckers. So how many suckers it may be present means 4 suckers in the both the Taenia saginata and Taenia solium. And next one, hooks also present in this Taenia solium but absent in the saginata. Next one, eggs production by this tapeworm. 1 lakh eggs it may be produced, and by the Taenia solium 5 lakhs eggs will be 50,000 eggs it may be present. So 5 lakhs. So this is the Taenia saginata 1 lakh for one time. 5 lakhs for Taenia solium.
50,000 adi.
50,000. Taenia adult. So already I have told the morphology, no. So in this morphology, if you are seeing, this is the immature part of the tapeworm, but this is the phloglotid. So this is the immature. This only will be developed as an adult one after maturation. So if you are seeing this, this is the total length of the Taenia adult worm. So see how much of meters it may be present. So this is the Taenia saginata, and this is the Taenia solium. So immature phloglotid to mature phloglotid. And next one, morphological conduct. So I told already, Taenia saginata hooks will not be present. So this is the hooks will not be present. In the Taenia solium hooks will be present. So this is the difference between the both tapeworms. And eggs, already 1 lakh eggs in the Taenia solium and 50,000 eggs in the Taenia saginata. So that we have seen already. So this is the life cycle of the tinea. See here, the infected animals to human, and in this human, definitive host is the human beings. So tinea, so saginata and tinea solium. So mainly it may be affect the small intestine. So after defecation, it may be contaminated the soil. The soil grows if the animals are eating, means again the causative agent will be enter into the animals, then it may be eat through the grass, and by eating this type of cow and pig meat by improper cooking, again the human beings will be get the infection. So see the here tinea saginata, tinea solium, infective stage, non-infective stage, eggs and all will be present. So like this the eggs it may be present in that. Next one, sign and symptom. So what are the sign and symptom means? Most of the people are asymptomatic or mild symptom. Asymptomatic means for seeing they will be the very healthy in stage, no symptom, not at all, even fever, even abdominal pain. So that type of symptoms also we cannot be find out in the most of the cases. Next one, tapeworm can be cause the digestive problem including abdominal pain. So some of the persons will be show the first symptom abdominal pain and loss of appetite, weight loss, diarrhea, stomach upset. So again and again they may be pass the stools and loss of appetite. They won't be feel any hungry and weight loss. So again and again or increasing of diarrhea may leads to the weight loss. So these are all the common symptoms some of the patients will be shown. And next one, most visible symptom is passing of the proglottids. So when they are passing the stools at that time, the tapeworm proglottids, so the ending part of the tapeworms we can be find out in the stools, so that we can be find out. Next thing, rare cases tapeworm segments become lodged in the appendix. So some of the cases in this appendix it may be attached. Next one, appendicitis, because of that strucking of that proglottids in the appendix will be getting the inflammation. So that also we can be seen. And bile duct, so bile duct also will be get the infection, and cholangitis will be get in the affected persons. Next one, infection with the tinea solium and tapeworm can result in the human cysticercosis that causes the seizures or muscle damage or eye damages. So because of these tapeworm infections, mostly what all the other complications will come means muscle wasting or muscle damage, and eye problems also will be get. Next one, health implications. So because of this, what are the health implications we can be seen means, first one, pernicious anemia, so excessive sucking of that blood in the small intestine, mainly the iron absorption, this and all will be takes place in the small intestines only. There only because of helping of the hooks, the tinea saginata and tinea solium, it will be suck the all the blood. So because of that, anemia will be occur in the patients. And next one, appendicitis, inflammation of the appendix. So already I have told the phlogotids will be stuck in this appendix and it may be cause appendicitis. And next one, abdominal pain. So because of diarrhea and because of this stucking, abdominal pain will be occur. Constipation, some of the patients cannot be pass the stool properly. Diarrhea, loss of appetite, they won't be feel any hungry. Cysticercosis, so in muscles, cysticercosis in muscles, mainly they may damage the muscle of the human. And next one, neurocyticis. So some of the persons they may cannot be get the sensation in the parts of the body, affected parts. Next one, eye problems will be get, nerve endings will be affected, and lack of sleeping. So insomnia also will be get. So what are the diagnostic investigation mean? Teniasis. For this teniasis, direct fecal smear. So the feces we have to be diagnosed. So fecal culture we have to, stool examination we have to do. Next one, Brin flotation technique and cellophane tape techniques. So mainly stool examination we have to do. In that we can find out the eggs of the tinea solium and tinea saginata. So these are all the things they are telling. Next one, some of the tests they may be do ELISA test, 95% of sensitivity and 99% of specificity also we can be get through the ELISA. Next one, other biopsy test, X-ray, CT scan, MRI. So these are all the tests and all they may be used for detecting the other neuro problems. Next one, other things already we have discussed, muscle and neuro, cytosis and ophthalmic cytocirrhosis. So these are all the conditions we can be find out through the X-ray, CT scan, MRI. By this and that we can be find out. And next one, histopathological diagnosis. So by this autopsy tissue, the affected tissue, we will do the autopsy. By that we can be identify the infectious agent. And next one, treatment. Teniasis is easily treated with the praziquantel. So the teniasis mostly will be treated by the praziquantel tablets will be used. That dosage is 5 to 10 milligram per kg body weight. Single dose only we have to give. And next one, niclosamide for adults and also the children over the 6 years. And 2 grams of single dose we have to give for this niclosamide. And next one, albendazole is also will be highly effective for treating of this teniasis and cattle and pig infections. So albendazole we have to give for controlling or killing of these tapeworms, mainly for treating of the cattle and pig infections also. And next one, surgical removal is required for ocular and superficial cystocirrhosis. So any eye problems it is there means any tapeworms, this and all we have find out in the eyes means by that surgical treatment we can be remove that. So these are all the things, tablets we are using for treating the teniasis. And next one, parasitic control. How we have to control that parasitic infections by these tapeworms means mainly first thing, environmental sanitation we have to be maintained. So dumping, open field defecation, this and all we should not do. So mainly soil contamination we have to prevent. And next one, open field defecation we have to be avoid, and throwing of the drainage water into the outside or public, that we have to be avoid. And next one, through proper cooking of meat at a temperature not less than the 60 degree. So whatever the non-veg food items, meat, these are all we are cooking, at the time we should not less than 60 degrees Celsius, we should not heat that one. So 60 degrees Celsius above only we have to heat. And heat temperature sterilized by the heat or boiling at 95 to 100 degrees. So the above 60 means 95 to 100 degrees Celsius we have to be maintained for 30 minutes. Heat at 72 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. If we are lessing that temperature for 72 Celsius means 2 hours we have to do. If we are increasing 95 to 100 means 30 seconds we have to be, 30 minutes we have to be heated that. So the heating of the meat, it will be depends upon the temperature. Next one, freeze at the 15 degree for at least 30 days. So how many days we can be preserve that meat means 30 days we have to preserve means that meat we have to be 15 degree Celsius we have to be freeze it. And avoid the feeding swills or garbage to pigs. So we have to be feeding the pigs in the garbage, this and all we have to be avoid. Why means soil contamination it is there means because of that soil contamination again that pigs will be get the infection. So we have to avoid the feeding of the infectious food items. And next one, drying is ineffective but salting, smoking can be effective. Some of the people they may be dry the non-veg items. So drying in the sunlight it is not effective. So salting or smoking. Okay, so in this chulka we have to be holding that non-veg items means it is the effective methods to destroying the tapeworm in the meat. Next thing, so in this conclusion if you are seeing, already I have told that teniasis is the genetic disease. Disease will be transmitted by the animal to human being. So that is affecting the both the animal and human. So this is human to animal, animal to humanity is passing the disease or transferring the disease, and eating raw and uncooked meat. So this is especially causing the diseases. So we have to be heat the food items. So the heat temperature, how much we have to be maintained while cooking means 60, less than the 60 degrees Celsius we should not be cooked. So more than that only we have to cook. If we are heating that meat 95 to 100 degrees Celsius, 30 minutes we have to be cooked. If we are heating the meat in the 70 degrees Celsius means at that time 2 hours we have to be heat that to 30 minutes. Or if we are refrigerating the meat items means 15 degrees Celsius, 30 days we can be preserve that. So these are all the things we have to be maintained. And next one I told already, sanitation must be very important. Open field defecation we have to be avoided. And next one, soil pollution, grass and all we should not be used for feeding the pig items and all. And what are the recommendations means here, public awareness we have to give for the community. So already sanitation importance, and next one using of the latrines important, that and all we have to give the public awareness. And next one, avoid the raw and uncooked meat consumptions. So without cooking some of the meat they may be eat raw itself. So that and all we should not use. Even fruits also if we are eating, that we have to be washed out properly and we have to take. And community should use latrines and toilets. So this also I told. Untreated human feces should not be used for fertilizing our posts. So some of the these tools and all nowadays are using for the manure purpose. So untreated sewage and all we should not be used for fertilized. So treated by the sewage purification, that only we have to be used for manure. So what it is that thing means, eat healthily, sleep well, breathe deeply, and move harmoniously. So whatever the food item we are taking, that and all we have to be cook immediately and eat immediately. So because of that we can be prevent some of the zoonotic diseases. So we have to be eat healthily, and we have to be sleep well, and we have to be take a deep breath to control these health issues. So thank you.